Well, we got Carter's machine here in the garage. We're gonna go ahead and change out his winch. He has a cable winch on it right now. We're gonna go ahead and go with the braided rope on it. I think that's what they call it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll look in a minute. And then we're gonna put a plate on there as well. But before we get there, I gotta show you guys something. All right, well guys, got a box here of goodies and got it from Lion Sports, Power Sports. So let's go ahead and just kind of take a look at what we all got here, because some of this stuff, we're gonna use it on Carter's machine. So we got that one there, and we got this one here. And this one here is the one that we're gonna put on Carter's machine. And on top of it, we're gonna go to that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he has on now, and then we'll look back and see, he's getting these on. And there's some other goodies in here as well. So here's another one, and this one here we're gonna put on my CF Moto, but it's a black one. So we thought, why not go ahead and put that one on mine? So before we go any further, let's get started on that project. All right, so this is just rope is what they call it. It's winch rope. So it is 50 feet long. So that should help him when he gets into some tight spots. So if you're needing anything, go check out Lion Sports, powersports.com. All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock this off and get this big old bulky one off, so you can replace it with this nice clean one. Carter, you want to grab me the DeWalt and a let's see, it looks like a 13. Perfect, thank you. All right, get that one out. All right, got that one out. Now go ahead and turn the power on a little bit and then let the winch out a little bit, because we're gonna probably have to That's good for now anyways. Okay, let's see here. Uh-oh. Got my handy dandy good old foam pad here. Alright. So what we're finding out with this is they didn't install this winch right, because that's moving around, that ain't supposed to be. His is completely different compared to my old one, eh? Okay, so I think if we take this right here off, I'm not sure if you guys can really see it. Let's see if I can bring the camera down here. A little bit closer here. So we need to take this piece here off, and then we should be able to see in there, and hopefully that'll give us enough room to work with. But we're gonna give that a try. We're gonna take that off. Yeah, that works. Not too bad, eh? All right. Set that down there. Oh no, that ain't gonna work either. So we have to pull this whole piece out, maybe, eh? All right. Huh? Let's see. So 13. Let me grab it. If we can get it where we can just pull that out, wouldn't be so bad. So what we're going to try to do is get the whole plastic piece just to kind of come up so we can get in there and see a little more what we're doing. I'm not too mechanically inclined, I know just enough to get myself in trouble. That's a rock. All right, let's see here. Now what do we got to work with? Well, we might not need to go that route. We might be able to go right down through here. Let's take those little guys off. See if this, that gadget's too small. Let's see about this gadget. That gadget's too big. Alright, I think I got the right one now, but we'll see. There we go. Things always got to be a little complicated, and that's alright. I don't know. We're going to try to fish our way down this way when we put the new one on. I'm more looking right now at when I get the new one on how I'm going to attach it. This should just pop out. Alright. There we go. Now we're good. That's what I was wanting, is to have that room so I can get a light in there. I don't know if you guys can see it down there. Yeah, there you go. That's the cable right now. And look at how just tangled up that crap is. So yeah, we need to get this done. So, all right, cool. We're good to go. You know, they always say there's more than one way to skin a cat. Or whatever. I guess I never cared for that saying, but there's more than one way to tackle a project, eh? We'll put it that way. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and wind all this crap out. And actually, go to free spool. I should be able to just free it out. It doesn't want to come out either. All right, cool. Engage. All right, just start letting it out. Yeah. All right, go ahead. All right, guys. I'm not sure if you can see that Phillips screw right over here. We always got to loosen that up, so then that will release the cable that's in there. But look at just look how rusty and nasty this cable is. And this was a brand new, I mean, it's still a new cable, but you know, when you go mudding and you put the ATV through the fun stuff that you enjoy doing, the cable just isn't good. So that's why we're going to synthetic rope. Alright. See if you can maybe hold the camera. I don't know if it'll work. You hold it over here, hold the camera.
Would you want the light in there or no?
If you can do both. I need to grab my Phillips screwdriver. That's fine. Don't worry about that. That's fine, no problem. No problem, partner. Alright guys, had to go grab a Phillips screwdriver, and then Oakley wanted to come out. Alright, we'll see if that does the trick. Alright, go over and go turn it the opposite way again. Other way. A little more. A little more. Whoa. right there. Hold it right there. All right, hold the light in there. Let's see if I can pull this out. Maybe we need to go a little more, eh? There we go. Try it again. Okay, so have you guys ever worked on a project that seemed to be like simple and you made it harder than what it really is? Here's my sign. So there is an Allen wrench screw in there. Like I said, I know enough to get me in trouble. Make a mess and then end up stuck. That's why I don't like messing with stuff. But I found it. There is a little screw that you have to undo. And now that I'm undoing that right now, I'm going to say, hey Carter, pull that cable. And by golly, guess what? I'll bet that cable will come out. Oh my God, it's amazing. Did you see that? Look at that. We're dumber than a box of rocks.
Okay, so now.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move some of our junk over here. I'm gonna get rid of this cable, but look at this nasty cable. Just a nonsense mess. Get that out of here. Now, I'm gonna use this, but we're also gonna install this. Like, you gotta have this. All right, cool. Now it has a bolt. The other one did not have that, so as I think it just threads right on. So as long as this will thread right on, we should be good. And we have to use this. And the reason we have to use this one is because when it sits in nice. So let's make sure this will work. Let's see, this has to go. It's not necessarily made for it, but we're gonna try to see if we can make it work. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but. If we can't use this though, the good news is we can still use the rope. There we go, that's all on there. There we go. Perfect. Now, we'll just take this here, go through here. Now, just one cord. So, the one nice thing I like about this one here is it's red up to here, and then it's yellow. So when you hit red, you know you're getting close to the end. That's one nice thing I like about it. So let's go ahead and just tighten that screw down. Well, it's not coming out like that. So I'm gonna assume we're probably gonna be all right. So, all right, why don't you go ahead and start reeling it in. Alright guys, one thing we're going to save on this is his hook. Otherwise it's ready to rock and roll, so let's get that hook switched over. Alright, well guys, that's how you install that. This plate here, we just changed out the bolts so we could make it work. And yeah. Went with the red look though, because you know it's got a little red here. There's Olive Boys decal up there, you know. A little customization to Carter's ATV. So, anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're gonna go ahead and get all this nonsense put back together real quick. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. If you need any parts, get a hold of Lion Sports, Power Sports online, and check out what they have to offer. But that's where, yeah, we got this from it, the rope from it, and yeah, I plan on putting one on mine as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and you will see us in the next video.